Hi, my name is Rich Sierra. I'm the president of the Florida Small Business Legal Center. Today I want to talk to you about a creative approach to problem solving, more specifically the resolving legal problems. I go through a four-step analysis when clients come to my office with a legal dispute or legal situation that they will seek my services to attempt to resolve. What I look for and when I try to apply this concept is the real world approach. The reality of legal service, especially in the context of small businesses, is that small business owners don't have unlimited resources to apply to a legal situation. In fact, most business owners that I know, they don't plan to have a separate budget to hire an attorney to resolve legal problems that might arise in the future. So many legal problems that come up are unexpected. Number two, the business owners most of the time don't have additional funds to apply to a legal problem. So what do I do in this case? Number one, I analyze the legal dispute. I find out what the nature of the dispute is, how this dispute originated, what was the motivation behind it, and how this dispute ended up at my office. Number two, I try to understand what the client wants. There are many different ways of solving a problem, and there are many different ways in some cases to solving a legal dispute. So what I try to do is to find out how the client wants to solve that problem. It might be a different approach than the one they have in mind, and more importantly is the client's desires that I'm trying to satisfy, but also I'm trying to find out what will make the client pull to try to solve that dispute. Analyze the financial resources needed to solve the problem. Legal problems could be a financial drain, and when you look at the context of where that there you have limited resources, you have to measure that in context with the resources that are available. So what I try to do is say, okay, it'll require X number of dollars to take in a case of a contract dispute that is already in litigation. Based on the size and the complexity, it'll take X number of dollars perhaps to solve that problem other with a trial. And I discuss with the client what type of resources the client has to apply to this problem. And most of the time I'd be very limited resources because we work mostly with small businesses. So what I try to do is basically, if we have this amount of resources available, let's try to maximize these resources to attempt to resolve the problem with the resources that we have. And for that, it requires a great deal of creativity and an approach to really apply a real-world solution to a legal problem so the client can utilize the resources more effectively and hopefully have a satisfactory result. Again, my name is Rich Sierra. I'm the president of Florida Small Business Legal Center. Remember that my goal is to help you succeed. Thank you.